Hey guys, Bank of Bricks here. The LEGO space theme has been a beloved part of the LEGO brand since its introduction in the 70s. One of the most iconic features of the classic LEGO space sets were the spacemen, colorful figures that served as astronauts, pilots, and other spacefaring personnel. These spacemen were known for their bright colors and distinctive designs, which have become iconic and ingrained in LEGO lore. In this video, I want to try and get an understanding of what the colors of the space minifigures mean. Do they signify rank? Job description? To find out, let's first look back at where it all started. The original spacemen were introduced in 1978. They came in 5 different colors: red, white, yellow, blue, and black. Red and white were by far the most common. Red appears in 46 sets and white in 34. Yellow spacemen were the 3rd most common, and in total came in 28 sets. Blue spacemen were only in 12 of the sets. And finally, black spacemen were only ever in 9 of the classic space sets. It would take until 2014 for the next color of LEGO spacemen to be introduced. That's 36 years. The Exosuit released the 2 green spacemen, and this set actually features some backstory. The story within the instruction book states, Pete and Eva glanced at each other nervously. They were about to embark on their first solo mission since graduating from the Space Academy a month before. It was the perfect mission for 2 inexperienced but ambitious cadets. This could mean that the green spacesuit is given to cadets. This also doesn't deconfirm any of the supposed theories, as green could still represent a cadet in both the theory that colors represent ranks or the theory that colors have to do with job description, as a cadet could have yet to specialize in a specific field of work. With the release of the Series 17 minifigures in 2017, we got the Rocket Boy. Underneath his rocket piece, he is a gray spacesuit. With the release of the LEGO Movie 2, we got Benny's Space Squad, introducing the Pink Spaceman. 2020 saw the release of the Visual History of Minifigures book, and along with it came the Orange Spaceman. Minifigure Series 22 saw the release of our first non-standard human spaceman, known as the Space Creature, a pink, slug-like alien wearing the purple spacesuit. The most recent addition to the classic space canon is the Brown Astronaut, releasing in Minifigure Series 24 in 2023. Now that we have all of our figures, I think we should first look at the meanings of our colors, as it could explain the significance of our figures' designs. The color red is often associated with passion, anger, and courage. White is a clean and pure color that represents innocence and simplicity. Yellow is the color of happiness. It is often associated with optimism, however it can also represent caution or warning. Blue is a calming and soothing color that represents trust, freedom, and intelligence. Black is a powerful and sophisticated color that represents mystery, authority, and even death. Green is the color of nature and growth. It represents renewal and vitality. It can also represent a lack of experience. Gray represents neutrality and balance. Its name means without color. Pink can represent innocence, hope, and playfulness. Orange is a vibrant color that represents enthusiasm, creativity, and excitement. It is also associated with hospitality. Purple is the color of royalty and luxury. It represents sophistication and creativity. Brown represents strength, security, reliability, and resilience. Now that we have our colors, let's try and see if we can establish a rank for them. Here is the rank pyramid I've come up with, based on evidence and a bit of speculation. Starting from the bottom up, green and gray are at the very bottom. Green are here because it's stated that they are cadets. Gray represents a lack of color, so I believe they are either students at the Space Academy, or the rank that comes after green, but before any other color. I feel they function almost like a space apprentice. Next tier up, we have red and white. These colors are the most prevalent in the classic sets, and to me represent the hardworking grunts behind all the operations. Another tier up, we have yellow and blue spacemen. Due to being somewhat uncommon colors, I feel they belong in a tier together. I believe that these spacemen perform more specialized duties that wouldn't be appropriate of the lower ranks. At the very top of the pyramid, we have the black spacemen, being the least common in the classic sets. I myself only own one of these figures. They represent power and authority, being the leaders of on-the-ground missions or commanding ships. I've left out the other spacemen from the pyramid due to lack of evidence for where they should be. Please feel free to fill them in wherever you want to, and let me know your reasonings. Now on to the next theory, that the colors represent the jobs of the spacemen. This theory is actually supported by some designers. According to the creator of the space theme and figures, the red astronauts represented pilots. The white astronauts were explorers. The yellow astronauts were meant to be scientists, while blue astronauts were supposed to represent security. And the black astronauts were actually meant to be spies. This story has also been backed up by Mark Stafford, one of the designers of the exosuit set. Designers felt that none of the existing spaceman colors felt right to be a mech pilot, so they created the green astronaut. That is the somewhat canon explanation for what spaceman jobs were. But where's the fun in canon? It's time to dive into my personal headcanon and try and figure out what the remaining spaceman colors could mean. Here is how I see things. I've always viewed the white spacemen as scientists of the space crew. Their white design is reminiscent of doctors and lab coats, so I feel it fits. I've felt that the red spacemen are the explorers, leading far-off missions and braving the unknown. Yellow astronauts are engineers, fixing satellites and making sure everything needed to run on a moon base is operational. Due to some inspiration from the LEGO movie, I like to think that the blue astronauts are pilots, transporting the other spacemen and ranting about the latest spaceship technology. Black spacemen are the commanders, dishing out orders and keeping everyone under control. I believe the green astronauts are mechanics, fixing vehicles and piloting mechs in order to haul large spacecraft. I see gray spacemen almost as a second in command, managing the intricacies and filling out reports. The pink astronauts are workers that deal with hazardous materials. Space is a dangerous place and someone has to handle all the energy crystals. Orange spacemen almost function like construction workers, building new biodomes or filling in those dangerous moon craters. The purple spacemen are the ambassadors and envoys to and from alien civilizations. Our newest addition, the brown spacemen, function as security, monitoring space luggage and interrogating Blacktron spies. There are plenty of cool and unique ideas you can come up with. Have the Futuron figures be your space captains. Have the purple spacemen be disguised alien infiltrators. Have your astronauts collaborate with the Martians, or defend against the Bugoids. You could take inspiration from other media, like Star Trek, or, Star Trek. In the end, it's all up to your imagination. Let me know down in the comments what you think the classic spaceman colors mean. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like. If you want to see more LEGO content in the future, subscribe. I'd appreciate it. I'll see you next time.